Most productivity apps are built for a perfect brain day. Well, the kind where you can plan neatly, focus steadily, and execute on cue. A 2025 study by Deschmuck explains that many tools are still built like you can always have a plan in mind and you can follow through the same way every day. But based on our user research, large tasks can trigger cognitive overload and task paralysis. When steps feel unclear, people may freeze, avoid the work, or feel guilt for not keeping up. Sager is a mobile app prototype designed to help users who experience overwhelm when facing tasks, responsibilities, or daily routines. Instead of treating productivity as pure output, Sager supports emotional awareness, pacing, and sustainable progress. It provides realistic task breakdown and prioritization based on both neurodivergent and non-neurodivergent needs. It is built to be fully inclusive, using AI that learns from patterns of energy, habits, and workload over time. Along the way, users can tap into community support, personalize their experience, and take on quests that make progress more engaging. Because the goal is not only just finishing tasks, but protecting well-being while doing them, Sager aligns most strongly with Sustainable Development Goal 3, good health and well-being. SDG 3 includes mental well-being as part of health, and many productivity systems unintentionally contribute to stress and burnout by encouraging constant output, even when a person's capacity is low. Sager supports SDG 3 by promoting emotional regulation, reducing overwhelm, and encouraging healthier pacing habits. It normalizes fluctuating capacity and helps users move forward without shame, which supports long-term well-being. Secondary is SDG 4, quality education, since Sager helps learners break down academic workload, manage time realistically, and maintain engagement without burnout. With that context, I'll now demonstrate the high-fidelity prototype to show how these ideas translate into actual screens, interactions, and user flow. Let's begin with the landing page. Instead of immediately pushing users to sign up, it introduces the app with a calm tone and a clear promise: turn overwhelm into flow. The goal is to help users feel safe and curious rather than overwhelmed or sold to. The structure is intentional. It starts with quick, low-effort ways to understand the app, then adds clarity and reassurance, and finally offers a next step once the user is ready. The page includes an animated scrolling wheel of images that users can navigate for a fast visual preview. A playable video for audio-visual learners, a CTA button near the top for users who already feel ready to begin, a section explaining who the app can serve, a benefits list to reduce uncertainty, and another CTA at the bottom for users who prefer to scroll, process, and commit only after seeing out of full context. Once the user clicks Try App Now, the prototype transitions to an initializing screen with the animated logo in the background. This acts as a soft buffer between the landing page and the app experience, keeping the pacing calm and giving users a clear sense that they're entering a new space, rather than being rushed straight into tasks. Next is the welcome screen, where users can choose to sign up, log in, or continue as guest. This is intentional. Many users feel anxious about commitment and privacy, so the guest option reduces barriers and supports low-stakes exploration. After access, the user enters the mascot selector. The mascot is more than just a cute element. It acts like a pacing buddy and helps shape the emotional tone of the experience and gamification. This matters because users often engage better when tools feel personal and safe, rather than overly clinical or generic. Now the user reaches the daily check-in. Before showing tasks, Sager asks how the user is feeling. The check-in uses simple visual selections like okay, bright, or tough. This reduces effort and gives the user a quick way to express their current state. Now I'll demonstrate Guide Me during energy check-ins. This is for moments when users know they're overwhelmed but do not know what to do next. Guide Me begins with an open prompt like, "Can you tell me more?" The buddy reassures the user that they're listening, and the app transitions into an analyzing state. The purpose is to make the experience feel thoughtful and supportive rather than instant and robotic. From the home dashboard, the user can jump straight into what matters today. The layout stays calm and simple, with quick access to current focus, energy check, quest mode, and projects. If I tap current focus, it brings us back to the suggestion we selected earlier from Guide Me, based on the energy checking questions. This helps the app stay consistent so the user does not have to restart or rethink their choice. Going back to energy check-in, if in case the user doesn't feel like typing or sharing, Sager asks what would help most right now, offering choices such as clarity, space, or quiet, a gentle nudge, sharing, or fun and play. These options are intentionally limited and written in plain language, so users are not flooded with too many decisions at once. Each choice represents a category of support, not a long list of tasks, which keeps the cognitive load low. These are SAR suggestions, not commands. The design goal is to return control to the user. Once the user chooses, Sager recommends a single gentle first step. This reduces decision fatigue and lowers the emotional cost of starting. So let's say the user did another energy check-in and just saved it. After saving, Sager responds with supportive feedback that matches the user's mood. This reinforces that slower days are valid and that productivity should adapt to capacity, not ignore it. Now I'll show Quest Mode. Quest Mode reframes tasks as a guided path instead of a checklist. Rather than confronting the user with a long list, the interface presents progress as a journey with clear next steps, which makes starting feel lighter and more achievable. As the user completes steps, Sager responds with encouragement and keeps pacing gentle, so progress feels rewarding without pressuring the user to immediately do more. After a work session or milestone, Sager offers a reflection space. This is an optional step designed for closure, not performance. Users can write a short reflection, attach an image, and choose what to do next. Save it privately, share it publicly. Keep it as a draft, edit later, or discard changes safely. These reflections are then stored inside Garden Bloom. Garden Bloom visualizes progress as a growing tree or garden that blooms over time. Each reflection becomes a leaf that the user can revisit, which makes progress feel tangible even on slower days. Importantly, reflections can stay private by default, or the user can choose to make a reflection public. When a reflection is shared publicly, it appears in the user's public Garden Bloom tree, and other users can view it when they visit that garden. This creates connection through shared experiences without forcing direct interaction or competition. The system avoids streak pressure by representing progress as presence and gentle consistency, not speed. Garden Bloom has both a personal space and a community space. In the community Garden Bloom, users can visit other people's public gardens, view shared reflections, and reply with supportive messages, so it feels encouraging and connected without being noisy or competitive. Sager includes a built-in chat feature for one-on-one or group support. The design stays minimal and calm to avoid notification overload, so users can receive encouragement without added pressure. If they choose, users can also use chat to check in with a trusted support person, including a therapist. Now I'll tap Projects, since this is where users organize and break down what they need to do. On the first visit, Projects opens into an empty state that says, "You have no active projects now," with a clear Create button. This is intentional because it removes guesswork. Instead of leaving users with a blank page, it provides one obvious next action. If I switch to the Past tab, we can see previously created projects presented as stacked cards. This makes past work easy to scan without turning the screen into a long list. When I open one of these past projects, the user is taken into a project view that shows the title, subheading, date, and content. The interface stays minimal, so the writing remains readable and the user is not distracted by too many controls. If the user wants to format or adjust the text, Sager includes a lightweight formatting helper. A small tip prompt appears, and when formatting is active, the tool options show up. This keeps the default screen clean, while still supporting users who want structure or visual organization. Finally, the settings section gives users full control over their experience. Users can customize their account, their buddy, UI appearance, notifications, audio, and motion intensity. They can also connect integrations like school calendars or wearables, adjust gamification difficulty, and explore options like themes, templates, language preferences, and updates. This level of customization supports sensory needs and different working styles, so the app stays helpful rather than overwhelming. Privacy and data controls are clearly visible, which matters because emotional check-ins and reflections are sensitive. The app emphasizes transparency and user ownership. Based on the heuristic evaluation, the next improvements for Sager focus on not yet implemented features prioritized by impact and organized using Nielsen's usability heuristics. First, under recognition rather than recall, the highest priority improvement is expanding features that are currently conceptual into more realistic, explorable states. This includes the calendar and search-related screens. Future iterations would add sample time block entries with labels, such as study 2 to 3 p.m., along with basic editing cues, so users can immediately understand how scheduling supports pacing. Second, under flexibility and efficiency of use, the creation experience for tasks and memories could be expanded beyond basic text formatting. While the current editor is intentionally minimal to reduce cognitive load, future versions could include optional tools such as highlighting, drawing, or visual annotations. These tools would support different thinking and expression styles, particularly for users who process ideas visually, while remaining hidden by default so the interface stays calm. The settings section could also be expanded beyond the buddy editor by making at least one additional subflow fully interactive. Finally, under help and documentation, a basic FAQ screen could be implemented, since the help button is currently visible but does not lead to content. Even lightweight help resources would support first-time users as they explore more complex areas of the app. These enhancements do not change Sager's core idea. They improve clarity, scalability, and user confidence, especially for first-time users and neurodivergent users who benefit from predictable systems and low cognitive load. To conclude, Sager's main takeaway is that supportive design can change how people relate to work. When an interface reduces pressure while improving clarity and a sense of play, starting becomes easier. And that is how Sager helps turn overwhelm into flow.